If we're about to get on a Ferris wheel, I will actually throw up. I need you guys to understand how badly I have been waiting for this card to be rerun. It is one of the few cards that I've needed to be rerun. This, Omnipotent Perception, and Floral Promise are like the cards that I need to be rerun. So far, there's now precedent for those reruns to happen. I think when I started this game at the beginning of the year, there hadn't been the precedent that any cards would be rerun, so I was kind of like, oh no, I guess I'll just have to never own them. But I think a part of me just still held out hope, because I think people approach this game in many different ways, where some people will be like, I'm just gonna go read all of the cards that I don't have on YouTube, and then when I have them, I'll read them again. And then for other people like me, there's more of this approach of, I would rather wait until the card is in my possession before I read through the story so that it really feels like it's my experience. Like I said, I'm more of the latter, but of course everybody has their own experiences. If you are in the first field of people where you like to watch other people experience the cards, if you won't be able to pull for this card, or if you tried but you lost your 50-50 or you ran out of wishes, I am so excited that I get to read this card to you and that I get to share my reaction with you. If you'd like to see me react to other cards, I thought I had been playing since December 2024. I've actually been playing since the beginning of this year, because I started with the anniversary banner. So I have a lot of cards from 2025, a couple of the rerun cards as well. If you're interested in listening to me read through or react to any of them, leave a comment in the Twitch chat, leave a comment in the YouTube comments, and I'll see if I have it and I can read through it. I would be delighted to share this journey with you. For now, we are going to read Raphael's card, Fireworks Vow. The summary is, Raphael needs inspiration for his new painting. He wants to understand the sky from different perspectives. Therefore, he's asked me for ideas and advice. From what I recall, this is a pre-relationship card, so they haven't, like, Raphael and MC have not gotten together yet. If there is an inordinate amount of yearning, I think I'll lose it. In a good way, but I'm also gonna be, like, eating my hand, you know, eating every thread of my hijab, like a bowl of spaghetti. You know, we have to bring that back. Let's read this card. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Keep it together. Okay. As the afternoon sun climbs over his shoulders, casting a slightly solemn shadow in front of the sofa, the expression on Raphael's face grows increasingly complex as he reads. He looks up at me, a mixture of doubt and surprise in his eyes.
Paragliding, skydiving, rappelling? Is this schedule really just for me?
Of course. It's for you and only you.
Sure. Yeah, totally. I can feel it in my bones.
Don't sound so excited, dude. I have my reasons. These will give you more opportunities to observe, experience, and understand the sky. Raphael grabs a piece of paper, skims it, and then smirks. If I see Raphael smirk in this game, I'm gonna lose it. Actually, I'm pretty sure I have seen it already. I'm not responsible for the person I become when that happens. With his slender fingers, he folds it a few times, and a paper airplane takes shape. He squints, aims, and throws.
It's more like your way of threatening, intimidating, and tormenting me, yeah?
Listen, it's not my fault that my love language is rage baiting. What do you want me to do about it? Look at the side. This pouty side profile is taking me out. The paper plane glides a short distance and lands on my head with a soft landing. say you wanted to explore new horizons and challenge yourself? Don't worry, I made sure everything's safe. They're professionals. Even if people faint while in the air, they'll ensure you land safely on the ground. Raphael leans back against the sofa, letting out a long and heavy sigh.
Okay, I give up.
Before I can cover my mouth, he tilts his head and looks at me. He has a sly smile. This man, listen! Raphael is a master manipulator, and I'm tired of pretending that he's not. In this essay, I will.
You did all of this to prank me?
Who said it was a prank? You got me. The real schedule is on the back.
There are a lot of backs. Which one?
Flipping through a few pages, Raphael flicks the remaining scraps of paper in his hand. He has a playful smile.
You hid them well. The lighthouse, the observation deck, and the cable car will do. Pick one or two.
2. Can you really find inspiration in these places?
Who knows? But the chances of getting inspiration from staying still and traveling are the same.
They are? Oh, I guess they are. I feel like I've seen a lot of people say that you can't fully create art, and especially stories, without a lot of life experience. I don't necessarily know how true that is, because I think the first example that comes to mind is fantasy, especially high fantasy, because while there are some experiences that can parallel between real life and high fantasy, like, you're not gonna have the experience of encountering an orc or an elf or any of these specific things. I think you'll have very human experiences that then you can overlay onto characters and environments that are not of the real world. But to say that you have to have specific experiences, I personally don't feel is super accurate, because what you don't know, you learn not just from experience, but also from community. Because if you don't have a certain experience, the people around you do, and they're able to speak to those experiences, and that becomes kind of part of your own research and learning and how you incorporate that into your own stories. Granted, your own experiences will definitely come off as the most honest, truthful, raw, etc. But that's not to say that you can't write something just because you haven't experienced it, you know? You said my last trip to the Run Fair would beg to differ. Oh, you mean where I didn't see you at the club or the public execution?
It's your turn. Can I trust you?
I don't know about that one. Isn't a detailed itinerary enough to prove how trustworthy I am? Raphael places it on my head as if he is patting my head through the paper.
All right then. I'll leave our field trip to you, Miss Trustworthy Hunter.
We're going on a field trip! Let's go. Where's the whimsy? Exactly. Oh, I didn't realize that this setting came as early as this card. Because I think when I had seen this setting, it was in Caleb's Catch-22 card. Huh. Every day's a school day. Okay. Footsteps echo once again in an old lighthouse long untouched by visitors. The echoes mingle with the crashing waves. Climbing the narrow metal staircase, Raphael and I reach the top of the lighthouse. The view greets us along with the sea breeze. The sound of wind chimes under the eaves becomes clear. It's pretty. Oh, is this height okay with you? I forgot Raphael's scared of heights.
Please, I'm fine. If anything, I'm scared of not having solid ground beneath my feet.
He's scared of
This
heights.
lighthouse is sturdier than the ladder I use for big paintings.
Remember when Raphael fell off of a ladder and crash landed on my entire body? Because I didn't know that Love and Deepspace had quick time events in its main story. Whew. Good day. To prove his point, we walk a few laps around the windows. We walk a few laps around the windows before stopping at a broken one. He reaches out to fiddle with the smashed wind chimes. The sun is setting. The cool, gentle breeze and the swirling mist linger as the sky and sea meet. There are waves that cut into the vast ocean like a knife cutting into custard. Standing by the window, I take in everything I see. A sense of satisfaction fills my heart.
This is nice. Very nice. We just need a couch to sit on and soak it all in.
There might not be a couch, but... In the corner is a small rusty iron door. The paint is peeling and there's only a loosely chained lock. I look at Raphael before opening the door.
Folding chairs. The previous lighthouse keeper must have left them behind.
We unfold two of them. The lighthouse becomes even more cramped. Raphael and I have no choice but to sit on opposite sides of the beacon, somewhat lying down to enjoy the view of the sinking sun.
While I've seen the sunset thousands of times, it feels different when the height and mood have changed.
The world is always changing. Even if the perspective stays the same, we don't.
True. Whether it's admiring something with your eyes or through art, we only capture a fleeting moment.
I know Raphael is a fan of the Impressionist movement. I just can't prove it. That man goes hard for Monet and his lily pads. I know it! I know it! Again, another essay that I will never write. I feel as well that he's the type of person where, like, because obviously he has his own trips that he has to go on, and MC has their own trips that they have to go on. I feel like he's the type of person, while they're apart, to, like, call you every night, or, like, whatever time it is, to ask you what the sun or the sky looks like where you are at that point in time, and then, like, he would describe what he sees back to you so that you're at different points of the day, but you get to see what the other person sees. That just seems like something that he would do. That sounds more like life advice than inspiration.
What do you think creators put out into the world? It's all emotions, perspectives, and insights from different walks of life.
This man is listening to my phone. Did I not just say that? Did I not just say that? This man, pixels though he is, was made for me. In order to change how you depict the sky, you have to change yourself?
No one stays the same. You need to adapt if you don't want to be left behind.
Bro said evolution is real. It is. But he said it too. I see. As I gaze at the boundless sky, I think about Raphael and his art. In his paintings, the sky always had boundaries. Sometimes it was a glass reflection, other times it was a small pond.
Something on your mind?
Hold on now. Wait a minute. I was thinking that the paintings you've shown me are pretty good. How come you're dissatisfied with them?
The mood is getting good, and you're bothered by my creative block? Miss Bodyguard, you worry about me too much.
It's like that's what you pay me to do. Doesn't he pay? He pays me to do that. He said, oh no, you worry too much, even though I give you an extra salary on top of your hunter salary to worry about me and my well-being. We know that's not why we're his bodyguard, but... The beacon reflects the swaying figure across from me. I catch a glimpse of Raphael lounging in the chair and stretching out his arms and legs. His gaze meets mine. Do you want to switch places? The wind chimes jingle. Raphael doesn't respond. He simply gets up and drags his chair closer to me. As we lie back down, we're almost face to face. Oh God, the yearning. The yearning. The yearning. The yearning. Our breath, our conversation overpower the wind outside and the waves beneath our feet.
My transformation is a work in progress, so my art should naturally evolve with me.
Now wait a minute. Are you talking about your transformation from like no tail tail to legs, or are you talking about your transformation to like your role in my life or my role in your life, or just like your natural progression in life as you get older? It could be so many things he's talking about. Also, hi Gaper and hi Jet. It's good to see you today. Thanks for grabbing your dailies. To change is to find different perspectives then? So you can rediscover the sky? I still don't get it. How can these perspectives we keep talking about be different?
It's like this.
Hi Esther, it's good to see you. A snow globe? Where did you get that from? Plot twist, it's Dawnbreaker's snow globe. Actually, I take it back. I made myself sad with that one.
It was probably left behind by the lighthouse keeper too. Saw a little bag on the chair.
Raphael takes the small snow globe and spins it. The unmelting snowflakes inside it swirl and descend. A little world is turned upside down.
The ocean and the sky are like two snow globes. For those who live underwater, this glass is the surface of the ocean. For the surface world, this glass is the sky.
I see what you're doing and it makes me sad.
We can swim underwater and reach the surface, but we can't do that to explore the sky.
I get it. I kinda get it. You don't like being in the air because it feels different from swimming. You're scared of not being in control, but you actually want to explore the sky. I was just read for filth. By me. Do you guys ever feel like that, where like there's something that you want to explore or something that you're really curious about, but you're really afraid of the risks that would come with it, that would kind of put you either out of your comfort zone or out of control of out of the control of the situation? I wanted to say circumstances and situation and my mouth got all messed up. Let me know if that's something that you feel too. I definitely feel that. I think that's why I haven't taken many risks in my life, which means that I don't have a whole lot of life experiences. It's childish to say you dislike something only because you can't have it.
It's like insisting you need to argue even when you're exhausted. Same difference.
The wind gradually dies down. Inside the old lighthouse, a small, fiery shimmer imitates the sunset. When I open my eyes, I'm surprised to see a few twinkling stars. White noise does help you fall asleep. It's 8. Raf.
I'm awake.
Oh. I didn't realize that we actually, I mean, technically it's us getting cut off by him, but I didn't realize there was a point where we actually call him Raf instead of like the full name. Hearing a response behind me, I turn and see Raphael tilt his head as if he just woke up.
This is the first time I've seen a tour guide sleep on the job.
My bad, big dog. We were near the ocean and I got sleepy.
You're not going back to bed, yeah? Let's go to the place I picked.
Oh, did we each pick a place? If we're about to get on the Ferris wheel, I will actually throw up. Not like actually throw up, but so context for people who are new to this game or new to my experience with this game. My first event was the anniversary event, which is called Touring in Love. And at the very end of Raphael's storyline for that event, you go on a Ferris wheel and have like this really cute moment with him. It's very sweet. It's honestly super romantic. And if that was a parallel to this, I'm actually gonna lose my mind. It's a very sweet game, Jet. It's actually available on mobile devices, so you can play it on your phone or your tablet. And there are ways that you can play it on the PC as well. It's actually free to download, and it mainly sustains itself with some in-app purchases because it is a gacha game. Of course, you can play entirely free to play. You don't have to spend money on it, but you can download it, experience it. I've personally enjoyed it, and I think it's one of those games where you can enjoy it and also recognize its flaws, and also I think it is best enjoyed when you surround yourself with other people who enjoy it and are willing to have like deep, thoughtful, critical conversations about story development and different characters and literary connections and things like that. I think one of the pitfalls of engaging with the fandom for this game is that you really run the risk of some areas of toxicity if you are in certain corners of the internet. But I would say that's true of many, many fandoms, probably even all fandoms. I wouldn't say it's unique to this game. But it is best enjoyed if you surround yourself with a few friends who play it, people who like the same love interests as you, people who are interested in lore, people who are interested in combat, because there is combat in this game. There's a lot to be enjoyed from it, and also, you know, a lot to think critically about in this game. The last time I went on a Ferris wheel, this guy told me he was the king of Team Plasma. Riley, I didn't know Raphael was the king of Team Plasma. Okay, let me actually read this. Parade floats adorned with colorful lights arrive at the plaza filled with people. But Raphael and I didn't have time to stop and appreciate them. Hurry, we don't want to miss our last chance. You should have told me you wanted to... Oh no! Oh my god! What do you mean? What do you mean we're gonna ride the Ferris wheel? What do you mean everything's coming full circle? I just got here. I'll have to read through that story event, not today, but at a future date, so that you can understand why I'm reacting the way that I am. I'm gonna lose it. You should have told me you wanted to ride the Ferris wheel. I would have set a reminder.
I never got in one before, so I didn't know there was a time limit.
Have you guys ever gotten stuck at the top of a Ferris wheel before? I have, at 10 o'clock at night. It was terrifying.
Dear guests, attention please. The entrance for the Ferris wheel will be closing in 5 minutes.
I hear an announcement being made from the Ferris wheel in the distance. Anxious, I grab Raphael's arm before marriage, and we sprint the rest of the way. We made it. Phew.
The passenger cars don't even stop for you to get in.
Well, no. Raphael leans back against the seat. I can't tell if he's in shock or just tired. That's how they work. They spin until they're turned off. With this speed, you won't have any issues even when you're a 70-year-old grandpa.
Are you planning to drag me onto a Ferris wheel when you become old? I'm terrified now.
We're gonna grow old together? Is that what you're implying? Not that I'm opposed. I feel like I have heard of the zipper jet. Is it that one that like slings you into the air? Who said I'd still be hanging around you when I'm old? I'm really mad because that actually is something that my MC would have said to him, especially this early on in their dynamic. They're like, what do you mean? I don't like you. Like that at all? I'm here because you pay me. As the passenger car slowly ascends, Raphael glances at the floor as he tries to conceal his nervousness with boredom. Oh, baby's nervous. I mean, he is really scared of heights. Maybe he's more scared of this because you know how Ferris wheels, like, it depends, but some Ferris wheels are like a closed cabinet where like they open the door, you get in and sit down, they close the door. And then some of them you just kind of sit on a bench and your feet are dangling in the air. I think the second one of those would make anybody nervous. And at the same time, no matter what kind of Ferris wheel car it is, they always kind of swing back and forth. That's the experience I've had on a Ferris wheel. So I can imagine why he would be extremely nervous compared to the lighthouse or like an observation deck where you have more solid ground underneath you.
We should be about 12 feet off the ground.
Oh, that's a lot.
15, 20, no, it's 30. 30 feet.
I sigh and shake him lightly. Don't look down if you're scared. Look up at the sky. Raphael raises his head, but instead of looking out the window, he stares at me for a while, expressionless. Unsure of what to say, neither of us averts our gaze in silence. Oh, we're making eye contact? Before marriage? Why are you looking at me like that? I'm not a bunch of fireworks. Embarrassed, I look away and pretend to be interested in the scenery. Oh god. Oh, they're yearning. Oh, they're yearning and I'm gonna...
I was just thinking about how it's nice to have someone around when I'm nervous.
I need you to stop. I need you to stop. Be open about your emotions. Men everywhere. Be open about your emotions. Be open about your vulnerabilities. Am I, like, shriveling up a little bit at the realization of that? Yeah. Is it necessary? Also, yes. Don't be afraid to emote. Things besides anger. When I turn my head, Raphael is also gazing out the window. The bright lights of the amusement park illuminate his profile. Is it the kindled? Oh no. Oh no. I'm gonna lose it. He's so handsome, I'm gonna throw up. Actually, I've prepared something to calm you down.
You did? Do I need to do anything special?
You need to trust me so I can help you. Could you do that for me?
I've always been doing that.
Wait. I said, I need you to trust me. He said, I've always trusted you. Mind you, technically, I've known this man for 2 days. Maybe 3, maybe 10. What do you mean you've always trusted me? Get out! Get out!
My eyes are closed. Now what?
Oh.
You know, you're right. I do feel a lot better not knowing how high up I am. But I won't be able to admire the scenery this way.
Please, if you do a thing where it's like, keep your eyes on me this whole time and you won't be scared. Yo. Yo.
My heart is a lot calmer now, right?
Oh, it's speeding up. Oh, God. This man is crushing real bad. This man is crushing. This guy's YEARNMAXXING.
And now you should know why it was beating so fast.
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to think about it.
It's really pretty. Do you want to make a wish?
This is gorgeous,
Though,
actually.
making a wish when you see fireworks isn't the same as making a wish when you see a shooting star. But
His side profile is
wishes
so
are meant to be
good.
shared with the people you want to realize them with.
His side profile is lethal. Wait. Let me read this. It says, fireworks explode outside, resembling jellyfish drifting in the sea. Raphael's face almost flickers amidst the dazzling lights. Blurry one moment, vivid the next.
The night sky constantly changes. It's weird how people always use an ever-changing sky as their witness for unchanging vows. Yet, broken vows are nothing more than lies. Satisfaction in the present becomes a future pain.
This hurts, knowing what I know about this man and everything he's gone through over the last 800 to multiple thousands of years. I know this man knows way too much about a broken promise, and it hurts me viscerally. I promise I'll do the God of Tides myth and the Lemurian Sea God myth. I've read through them on Twitch before. I may need to reread them or upload the ones I've already read to YouTube. But knowing what I know about this man, I'm upset. You said you'll take Raphael off my hands. We can share. He's got 2 hands. Why is he looking at us so romantic? Well, this man is the definition of melancholy and yearning. Every man in this game is the definition of yearning, but this man in specifical, you know, he's YEARNMAXXING. Then don't think about unattainable things. Maybe we should first think about whether we should go home together tonight? Before marriage? Before marriage? Oh my goodness. Oh.
Then you're not allowed to change your mind even after 100 years or 1,000.
Oh my god. I'm sorry I made you wait. It won't take 100 years. We can do it right now. Why are you looking at me like that? I'm going to not just scream, I'm going to Wilhelm scream. I need to be very specific. It's loud and unhinged, and you could probably use it in a horror movie at any point in the future. Why are you laughing?
Because the wish I made goes beyond just this. I wasn't thinking we had a deal. What I was really thinking was...
Oh my god!
It begins.
Yeah, it really did! It really did, dog! It really did, dog. I don't know what... Oh, that's it! That's the card! That's the... Oh my god. I knew that card was gonna be good. I knew I was gonna enjoy it. I didn't know they were gonna give me premarital hand holding. An eye contact and a Ferris wheel. Oh goodness. This is the best thing that could ever happen to me. For people who don't know, because my first YouTube video for lads is actually the Silas myth. For those of you who aren't familiar with my lads journey, I'm actually a RAFAYEL main. When I started the game at the beginning of this year, I asked people who had already started the game, or who had been playing the game, who do you think my favorite is going to be based on fictional characters that I already like? Mind you, this was when I was still like knee-deep in Genshin and Honkai and a few other games. And based on the fact that I have really enjoyed Kaya from Genshin Impact and Aventurine from Honkai Star Rail, everybody that I knew was like, you are going to fall really bad for RAFAYEL. And so I never had the experience where he annoyed me at first. I think a lot of people who get to know RAFAYEL right out the gate are like, this man pisses me off, I want nothing to do with him. And then as the game progresses, you're like, wow, I actually really like him. Like, he's funny, he is really charismatic, he's really thoughtful, he is a YEARNMAXXER, for real. And I never had that experience because so many people told me that based on my history, I would probably end up liking him anyway. So I was like, sure, let me see why people say that. And I fear he does fall into the same category of like guy dealing with a lot of trauma and abandonment issues who then covers it up with charm and like the air of romance, which I always find kind of funny. He's also very fun to like rage bait and be rage baited by. So if that's the kind of character that you like, then you will probably like RAFAYEL a lot. That being said, there is a whole lot of depth to his character, which a lot of his myths do go into as well. So you can see, again, how thoughtful he is, how conflicted he is as he navigates his life, because a lot of his arc does go into like cultural appreciation, exploitation of indigenous peoples. It really delves into that in a way that I think is quite meaningful and warrants a lot of analysis. And at the same time, he's also the type of person who is extremely complex and is morally gray. There's some... This man has killed people. This man has killed people. I can't play games like this if there's only one choice in the end. I fall for everyone. I have very good news for you, Jet. You can, in fact, romance all 5 men at the same time. So, me personally, while I am a RAFAYEL main, I also have, like, a deep, deep appreciation for Xavier and Silas. And then I also, you know, I really like Zane and Caleb too. They may not be as high up in the charts for me personally, but I still appreciate them. I like learning about them. And I think what I like most of all is seeing other people's love for them. Many people in our community are Zane mains, so they really love his character and his story and things like that. And then at the same time, I know a lot of people who really love Caleb, who was just introduced at the top of this year. And so while I can't personally see him as a romantic love interest, I see him as like a purely platonic but still emotionally intimate like partner. I still really appreciate getting to see why other people love the love interest that they do. So if you're new to this game and you want to check it out, please feel free to check it out and let me know what you think, or hang on to tune into some of the other cards that I'll upload onto YouTube. If you've been playing this game for a while, let me know when you started playing, who's your main, and what you like about them, because I love hearing about those things. And I think we really need to foster a culture of appreciation for each guy in this game. I think so much of what I see is this culture of competition and saying, oh, like, my love interest is better than, like, my favorite's better than your favorite for XYZ reason. And I really want to make space for everybody to say, like, this is my favorite, but I want to know why this is your favorite, you know? And at the same time, like, can I tell you why this is my favorite so that you understand where I'm coming from too? You know, this was such a great card. Disappointed is not even on the list of things that I feel. Where's my main? Where's Gideon? Yo, Gideon for 6 love interests immediately. I think I'm campaigning for this as hard as you are. I think if I'm not campaigning for Gideon to be the 6th love interest, I would campaign for Jeremiah. That's my feeling. Because this game, we know this game, they won't give us the real correct answer, which is Simone. I only ever pull for Zane. Saves my wallet. You know what? You're so valid for that, Poof. I need Gideon and Caleb to fight over me and then kiss me at the same time. You know what? I think somebody's actually written a Gideon x MC x Caleb fic, and if they haven't, then they're planning on it. And if they aren't planning on it, they should do that right now, immediately, so that I can read. They did? They did? Yes! Yes! I gotta go find it. I know, a couple of my friends, two of my friends have written Snow Apple MC, which is, Zane x MC x Caleb. Girl. Where would one find these writings? I would say most of them I have found on Archive of Our Own and Tumblr have been, I think, the safest places to find them. I'm gonna warn you now, Jet, because I know that you are just now getting into this game. It's a little spicy. And the fandom is, like, really spicy. So I feel morally obligated to tell you this right now. It's going to be an instance of, what is this song gonna play? Whoa. Which was actually my very first experience with this game, because I learned about the concept of the secret times and was like, oh, here's my first secret time. Let me play it. It was Promised Wildfire. My very first secret times was Promised Wildfire, which, one, completely threw me for a loop. So I was like, what is bro doing? And then second, and probably more unfortunately, set my standards for secret times way too high. So now I see everybody like listening to secret times as they release, and they're like, oh my god, Caleb is doing XYZ, no pun intended, but Caleb is doing XYZ to MC in this card, when it's clearly like they're saying it's really spicy. And I'm like, if I don't hear the macaroni, it didn't happen. I'm sorry. That's all I gotta say. Thank you for the warning. You never know someone's boundaries. Yeah, for sure. I think I've talked about this a little bit. Not a whole lot, but this game has actually done wonders for me in terms of exploring my own... It is really trauma with like portrayals of this stuff in media. I grew up extremely sheltered, and therefore have gotten to a point, both in my like teenage years and also my young adulthood, even today, where like I can't watch certain media because if it depicts those sorts of things, I will in fact have a panic attack, which is great. And so I think taking this game at my own pace and being able to interpret certain things in specific ways and also have some modicum of control over how I experience the relationships in this games has been really helpful in navigating those fears and that trauma. And again, like, not everybody's going to have the same experience as me. I can say that in some capacities it did help me. It might not be helpful to other people, and so in those cases, if you're trying to completely avoid the spicy things, then you are well within your rights to do so. Personally, if you're just trying to get the in-game currency to get gacha pulls and it has you listen to those more sus things, honestly, press play, turn down the volume, go do something else, and then you'll be able to do that in a way that is healthy for you and allows you to experience the game in a way that is beneficial. But yeah, that's just kind of where I come in on that. Again, if you're interested in this game and you want to see more cards, let me know. I'm excited to make more content about this and just be really open to hearing about why people like who they like and what features they like about this game. Will I ever do combat? Not for content. I fear I crash out a little too much for combat to be able to put that on the internet. But yeah, thank you so much for reading this card with me. I'm really excited to see what we're gonna do next. I think the next card is a Caleb solo. I don't know 100% for sure. I don't normally pull for Caleb, but I know a lot of people do. If you guys are Caleb likers or you want to experience Caleb, go follow Lexi. I'll give her a shout out and everything. She's great. I love her so much. I care her so many. So let me know all of your thoughts either here in the Twitch chat or in the comments. Again, I am open to requests for many of the cards that came out this year. I don't have all of them, but I do have a lot of them. If there are specific cards that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments and I will try to read them and upload them. Thanks everybody for joining this journey with me. I'm going to eat my hijab thread by thread like a bowl of spaghetti. Could that be a statement of animus dissension? Huh? You wanna fight? Happy Pride, everybody.
Don't say that.